Man, I am fixing to make the first cup of coffee from this coffee that I got in the Dominican Republic. Now that video is coming out. If you hadn't already, if you've seen it already or you haven't, I don't know. It depends on what time I put this out. But I went to the coffee experience in Dominican Republic. And what I learned about coffee, man, if you were to hear what that guy told me in the group with me, you wouldn't buy this anymore in the grocery store. What you would probably do, just to be sure that it's 100% coffee, is you would buy the coffee beans at least and grind them up. He said, the marketing tactics and the bullshit that they give you, and some of it is not 100% coffee. Some of it's mixed with corn and other things you don't even know about, and you're drinking it. Scary. And he said, we don't put pesticides in our coffee. We use a technique, and you will see that in that video. Use a technique to get rid of the flies. I forgot what you call them, but it's in the video. Something starts with a B. Boga, I don't even know now. But be it that it may, it's a fly that eats those coffee beans, and they can look at them and tell them. Now, on this particular farm, they harvest those beans by hand. He said, you Americans are too spoiled with machinery and all that stuff, picking all this where your coffee is so expensive. But he said it would be extremely expensive for me to have all that. He has a hand crank that separates the flesh off of the cherry to the bean, and it puts the flesh on one side and the bean on the other, and they soak the beans in water. You'll see all it. It doesn't go in 100% detail, but you'll get little remnants of it and you'll know it. But it's so cool. And the farm is a Cafe del Yarro, if you can see that. And it is in right up the mountain from Puerto Plata. I cannot speak, I'm not Spanish. Puerto Plata, the Dominican Republic. It's right up the mountain from it. Yasica Arriba, I don't know, it's a community up there, or a community of Yarro, I don't know. Probably Yarro, because it's Cafe del Yarro, but it's really cool. The nicest guy, and I'm telling you, he's like 4 generations coffee. Our coffee in the Dominican, this area, is rated 25 in the world, and it may seem not like much, but it's bigger than you think it is. A lot of coffee plantations in the world, you know. You got Costa Rica, you got South America, all over there. You've got the Dominican, you got Cuba, you got other countries. Tons of them that make coffee, if the climate is right. And it's interesting things that I learned. So, but you could taste the difference. If you have unsweetened coffee, let's say you go to like Dunkin' and say, I want an unsweet black coffee, just jet black coffee. Some people drink it that way. It's hard to drink. I got to have something sweet in it, like some stevia. This right here, I drank this. It was pour over. He said pour over, or like you could do your French press or something. It's the best way to do it, you know, just the way I've been doing it. I said in the past video that something about pour over just gives you a richer cup of coffee. And people say, well, I don't do that if I've got a Keurig. I don't know what the hell. I'm thinking Yeti because I got this damn thing on the cruise ship. So, be it that it may. But a Keurig or a Mr. Coffee, it's just a different. You can make it as strong as you want, and the ratio is different. And it was amazing to hear him talk about that. So, but you could taste this unsweetened, and you could taste the difference. You could actually drink it. I could drink it and tolerate it. It was actually good without sweetener, even though I put a little bit in there to see the difference. And he said, you tell the difference between knowing the taste of Dominican coffee, has its own flavor in the way it's grown. Cuban coffee has its own. South American coffee has its own flavor. It's so cool. I mean, I never in my life, man, wanted to buy good quality coffee so much in my life. I was like, I'll take 3 bags. I got 2 from him, and I got another bag in town in Puerto Plata. I believe it was a decaf. I know it was. In fact, what the hell? Let's look here. Yeah, I wanted to try their decaf. Because it is your decaf, nicest kid. This is from another farm outside of Puerto Plata. Rafael, Barcelo, Bavaro, I don't even know. Might not be around the same end of Dominican where I was at, but this is decaf. At least he said it was decaf. It's in Spanish, so I don't know. We're going to have to figure that out. I think it's decaf. I got to get my Google Translate out. But I bought another bag, and I'm like, man, these 3 bags would last me 6-7 months or something. I don't even know. But I am going to find a good source to order this coffee because I'm telling you, I just don't want to, even if I have to pay a little bit more for it. I mean, coffee is such a commodity. But I'll tell you, well, people have to watch, well, why is coffee so expensive? Well, you think about Folgers. Don't ever drink that, ever. God, from what I learned, I mean, this stuff is bad enough. I mean, I don't think this is really the coffee that Dunkin' sources. If you look at like this in Walmart, this bag said McDonald's coffee, it's not. Green Mountain did it, and it's probably Green Mountain. It's ain't their coffee. You don't even know what it is. It's so mass produced. And this right here tells right here, distributed by the J.M. Smucker Company. So you don't really know who made this coffee. It's ground already or what it is. It's just coffee. But I mean, to me, I always say coffee's coffee. It's no difference between a good cup of coffee and a bad cup of coffee. But after what I learned, I think good coffee is a bit more than you think. And some may disagree, but man, you could taste the difference. That much I knew. There was a huge difference in this. It was so good. So I'm gonna try this, and I want to see what it will do. Woo! And I don't know if 3 scoops. I don't need 3. I just needed 1 or 2. This is a lot stronger coffee too. It's medium roasted. Let's get it over here. It's medium roasted, and man, you can look at how it's ground up, and you can tell the difference. It's more of a finer grind, and I'm no coffee expert by any stretch. Hell to the no on that. I am not a coffee expert, but you can tell the difference. I can look at the consistency of that coffee and how it's ground. I mean, really, there's no one way that coffee. There's no one way that coffee. I mean, look how it's a lighter powder, but it's more like it's ground up so fine. I mean, if you looked at it, you'd swear it's freeze-dried. But he was like, man, whatever you do, don't ever drink freeze-dried coffee. That stuff is the absolute worst. He said that you wouldn't believe the carcinogens they put in freeze-dried coffee to get it to do what it does. You don't want to do that. And again, that's probably half of that's barely even coffee, what they did. Freeze-dried is the absolute worst. And speaking of that, where is that? Oh, I had some up here. This garbage, it's gone. Hit the garbage can. Out of here. Getting that gone. So let's fire this baby up. Let's make us a little coffee. Before I put any sweetener in this, I'm going to tell you. Now, he had that water out, hot, so I'm going to heat it up so I know it brews it very well. But you'll see the video. I show you a video watching him pour it over. Literally, it's like, he goes, if this cloth thing doesn't work, just use a sock. Literally, a sock. Use a clean sock. Unless you prefer the taste of a dirty sock. I don't know. It was funny. But that's what it looked like. It was a sock. It was hanging from this wooden thing, like this old antiquated thing. He said, this pour over method, this little unit here I've got on my table, I'm 4 generations coffee. This thing was put together and used before I was even alive. And this guy's probably my age, maybe younger. Nicest guy, man. I'm telling you. And it was interesting watching how they roast it and stuff with their eyes and everything. It was really cool. It really was. So. Very cool. This is a paper bag. I don't know if I need to put this in something else to seal it. He didn't say about coffee storage, but he did say what a lot of people do say. Do not put this stuff in the refrigerator. You don't need to do it. Don't freeze your coffee. You'll ruin it. You'll destroy it. You got a coffee lesson you don't need, because I am not a coffee professional. Please don't take any how to brew coffee from me, whatever you do it. I do it my way, you do it your way. I'm just going to kind of taste this stuff and kind of let you know if it rated to what I tasted on that farm, because, I don't know, he may have marketing tactics too. But I can look at this coffee, I can tell you the difference between this and that coffee right there. Much different. The grind on it, everything's different looking. It really is different. Because that's Dunkin' Donuts, supposedly. Hard time believing that it is. They got some good videos coming out. It's pretty cool of the cruise. I had a blast on the bike ride in Grand Bahama yesterday. That was a riot. And yeah, the guy we stopped to talk about conch. By the way, it's pronounced conch, not conch. Oh boy, he was quick to say that. He was about 79, almost 80, and he was hardcore pissed off at people the way they pronounce that. He knew more about conch than any marine biologist on planet Earth. The man knew his stuff, man. He says, what I'm about to say is going to save your life one day. Live on conch and coconut juice, coconut oil out of a coconut. Which he's right. It's all fat and protein. You can survive on that. People don't know it. But you can survive on conch and coconut. I can look at the way it's brewing on the bottom and can tell you that it's not too dark. It looked just like the consistency that we were tasting on that farm. But I tell you, if you don't pour over, you should try it. It really is cool. It really is. I just think it makes a richer cup of coffee for some reason. And it was surprising because he said, don't use those Mr. Coffees. I think you'd be better off if you pour over your coffee. And other people were like, I've never done that before. I should try that. I said, I do it. Trust me. And the way I realized that I loved it is when I was RVing. So if I moved back in this house, I said, I'll get a Keurig. And I just wasn't the same. It really wasn't. All right. Let's... Hold on one second. Here it goes, folks. Holy cow, it's exactly like I had at that farm. It is a huge difference. You take real Dominican coffee, put it next to like that Dunkin' you buy in the store. If you get a chance to sometime, if you get a source of good Colombian coffee or good fresh coffee, and you grind it on your own, and what you buy in that grocery store, and you taste the difference. You could actually drink this stuff unsweetened. Now, I like something sweetened. I can't drink it like this, but it tastes better. I can taste the difference. It is actually a good cup of coffee. Mind-blowing, my friends. Dominican coffee. That video is coming out soon. And you got any questions, let me know. You probably don't, because I'm not a coffee professional. Don't take that advice from me. But I will tell you what I've learned, and it's really cool. See you on the next one. Be cool. Bye.